Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. There's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Brissett going to go to the air right away. This pass hauled in by Dotson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Brissett. Got him man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Brissett to throw on first. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Brissett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They go play action with Brissett. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's the option going left on second down. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And does Washington have it? They do.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum big. Make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Brissett sets to throw it. Flush to his right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third and short yardage, Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. Brissett on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to the ground with Gibson. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota. Minnesota.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Here's Brissett. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. Brissett down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Now it's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields.
4 forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Brissett. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Jamin Davis, the one to get from his linebacker spot and make that play.
On 2nd and goal.
Fields.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Fields on 1st down.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Brissett.
And he finds McLaurin.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Throwing, Brissett.
And this one too low. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he's going to go down again.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On play action, Brissett. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Brissett.
Pass complete, finds Thomas going across the middle. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's 6 for Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So we couldn't get ready for football, and that deficit stays right where it is. kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Keep going.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
One play action. Fields. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A handoff for Herbert. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A huge play for Chicago. 41 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of it.
We've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Give them 32 on the play. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 42 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore. 47 yards. And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. It's 4th down. 4th down, Brissett. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves.